Alrighty, so we've got some confirmed Nintendo Switch 2 specs and details, but before we get into that, I want to let you guys know I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I am right now on 2 hours of sleep. I couldn't, I'm filming this Friday night. I couldn't sleep Thursday night because the Knicks game didn't end till like 1. Brunson got hurt, and now I'm laying in bed and I'm like annoyed. And the next thing I know, it's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go to bed now. Like that's ridiculous. So I ended up ordering some groceries. I watched The Mummy 1 from 1999, and then at like 10:30, I laid down for a minute and slept till like 12:30. So my brain is not functioning right now. I don't know how I will function on Saturday, when I will wake up on Saturday. And I would go to bed early, but like I have to wait because I have to take my medicine, and like some of them I have to take it at night. So if this video has like mistakes in it, or if I say something just ridiculous, like that's why, bro. Like I just keep it real with you. So yeah, we've got some Switch 2 stuff to talk about. The show must go on. Sleep be damned. The show must go on. But obviously, the Switch unveiling is April 2nd, 2025, where we will learn all sorts of stuff about the system. We've already learned stuff about the system, such as the weird sort of mouse controller. We got to look at how it's a larger system, this, that, or the other. But we actually had some FCC things get revealed yesterday on Friday. When I'm filming this is on Friday, but you're watching this on Saturday because I'm scheduling it. There goes the brain turning into mush. But basically, we learned a few different things about the system, and one of them I think is actually a pretty large deal. So one of the things that was revealed in this is that the RFID feature for NFCs will be supported in the Switch 2. It is in the right Joy-Con, just like on the original Nintendo Switch. So basically, Amiibo support will be built into the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons, which shouldn't like come as like a huge surprise to anyone. Like as much as like Amiibos have completely jumped ship, and I've always sort of viewed them more so as like, you know, a toy you display more so than like something you actually use to in a game. But like there are people that do that and stuff like that. I remember like there used to be Amiibo hunting, and people would go to like GameStops and Walmarts like on days when they would come out and like buy them and make videos on them. It was a different time frame. You know, Toys to Life wasn't completely dead like it is now. But I mean, it does make sense when you're talking about backwards compatibility. Now, as far as like new Amiibo coming out, like maybe specifically for the Switch 2, I really don't see that happening. Like, I feel like just that window of interest for Amiibo has kind of come and gone. You know, I guess you could do some sort of special ones, or maybe with like the new games, you make new Amiibo and stuff like that. You know what? Let me know in the comments. Like, when was the last time like you bought an Amiibo? Because I don't remember the last time I bought one. You know, I wasn't huge into it anyways, but like is there still a market? Is there still a demand for these things, or you know, has everyone just kind of moved on from the whole Amiibo craze? But you know, that's kind of an interesting thing. There were also some other things there, that you have the designated company radio equipment test filing show that the designated controller is the BEE-001. So, like for Nintendo Switch products, with 001 is the main console, 014 is the right Joy-Con, 012 is the left one. There's like a little picture that goes along with this as well that shows you basically the model numbers, the serial numbers for the hardware and stuff like that. And while, you know, something like this wouldn't be, you know, really a big deal right now when the system hasn't come out yet, this would be something that would be interesting kind of down the line. So when you start to talk about potential revisions of the Switch 2, like an OLED model or a light model or a Switch 2, you know, I'm not even going to say the P word, but like some sort of revision to the Switch 2, this would be a way to sort of indicate, well, hey, this is a different model, so something has to be different about this. So, you know, not a whole lot to take away from this today. But if something were to change and they were to introduce potentially a new model, that's kind of something that you would be on the lookout for. We also did get confirmation that the top port for USB-C can be used to charge the system. As we are well aware, we did learn that the Switch 2 has two different ports. There is a port on the top and there's a port on the bottom, whereas the Switch 1 has just the port on the bottom. And many people were wondering, well, what is that going to be used for? Is it USB-A? Is it USB-C? It is indeed USB-C. So it's kind of giving a little bit more versatility in terms of being able to charge up the system, which, I mean, I guess if you're someone who's like into tabletop mode, that is kind of convenient because you can have the charger coming out of the top and, you know, it's not kind of in the way of the base of the system. Is that going to open up opportunities for more USB-C things to be attached to the Switch 2? I don't really know. You know, I guess time will sort of tell with that if Nintendo decides to go a little bit above and beyond something with that, maybe some sort of accessory or something like that. You know, you would have to do a little bit because obviously if it's just charging things, you know, you have to make it so that it will designate that, hey, you know, we're not using this for charging. We're using this kind of for data transfer, kind of like when you plug your cell phone. Okay, so think about it like when you plug your cell phone into your computer. You could plug it in for data transfer, or you could plug it in to charge. And so it'll be interesting to see if there is something like that, but this is the first confirmation to show that. And probably the most important thing and the spec related thing about this is that the Nintendo Switch will support Wi-Fi 6. Now, Wi-Fi 6 is very important because essentially what that means is you get faster download speeds. The Nintendo Switch as it stands now, the Switch 1, only features up to Wi-Fi 5, which is a little bit slower. You know, the PlayStation 5 has Wi-Fi 6 capabilities. I believe it's like 5 gigs a second or more, or a minute or more is the maximum that you get with that. And that's obviously a lot faster than when you are downloading a Nintendo Switch game. Some of those tend to take a longer time frame, and that's because of the fact that it's using Wi-Fi 5 technology instead of something a bit more modern. So I think this is very good. You know, this is something that is very important. This will also help with online play as well because, you know, you get less lag, you get less input latency if it's a game that's, you know, very resource intensive. And I kind of am under the impression that like some of these newer Switch 2 games, you know, they are going to have a online component to them, something like a Call of Duty or something like that. Like we know Call of Duty is coming to the Switch 2. Do you want to play that with a crustier internet connection that has like lag and stuff like that? No, you want to be able to utilize your high-speed internet should you have that when you're playing these games online. So having access to better Wi-Fi is definitely very important with this. Obviously, there are higher tiers of Wi-Fi that are out there, such as 6E or Wi-Fi 7, but like 6 is good. 6 is good enough for right now, especially considering this is Nintendo. And let's be real, there was probably a significant chance that it was going to be Wi-Fi 5 at the same time. At least it shows that they are willing to look at, you know, different things when it comes to the online component of Nintendo Switch 2. Hopefully that means an eShop overhaul, a Nintendo Switch Online overhaul as well, because there's definitely a lot of work to be done that can be done with something like this. So, you know, I think this is the sort of information we're going to be getting between now and the release of the trailer on April 2nd. But, you know, it's good. It's good to kind of piece things together because, like, this kind of stuff probably wouldn't even have been mentioned in the thing. You know, are they going to show off Amiibo support during this trailer? Are they going to show off that you could charge it, you know, from both holes? Are they going to show off the Wi-Fi 6? Like, no. So, you know, Nintendo Switch 2 is both hole technology. Bro, I am so tired. And the shitty thing is the Knicks play again late night tonight. They play the Clippers at 10:30. There is no way in hell I'm going to make it that long. I'm probably out at like 9 o'clock, and I just hope I sleep through the damn night. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments section down below. It's pretty cool stuff. You know, I think it's kind of cool. Hopefully you think it's kind of cool too. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel and you enjoy slapstick humor in your video game news and crap like that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to like the video. Share it around as well for your boy. And I'm going to chill for the rest of the night. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.